Good morning. The kerfuffle again on there's been a change on the screen, and something's happened to my glasses. I don't quite know what. There's something gone wrong here. Something not quite right. That said, the amount of times I've dropped them this week is neither here nor there. So yet again, I have another glassy thing going on. Gilling with a G. All right, morning. I seem to have some kind of hornage growing out of my hair. Honestly, the things I have to, problems I have to sort out. Gilling with a J. Morning. 1 minute 2. I'm so sorry. I feel I'm a bit late again. I was rushing around, thought I better put an LLT t-shirt on today, and I can't find my mission t-shirt, so that's the other reason why I'm a little bit out of sorts. Wanted to wear it today because we're on a month anniversary, 46. I did have to go, I got my calendar out and I had to do a check. I thought, this can't be right, this can't be our 4th year of this, it must be 3. I must have done the maths wrong. I went back through my calendar just to check what happened in March that year, and it's true. It's true. It's a bit of a cliche, isn't it, to talk about time flying? But I think it kind of has. Hence the Cher and Cyndi Lauper version this morning. I like a bit of reminisce, but it's nice to come up to date. It's nice to hear things in a new way, which is why I went for Cher plus Cyndi Lauper for this morning's Mojo Tune. Morning everyone. Sandra and Sheila and Bolton, Vivian, and the Pataba Posse are in. I can see some new names as well. I don't know if Audrey, hello to you. I think I saw you earlier this week as well. Happy month anniversary. Thank you, Odile. Miss P's in as well. It's already 1 minute past 8. No, I've failed again. I tried to go live at about 7:56, and then something happens. Either the tripod collapses, or I realise I need to tidy the sofa, or something like that. Morning, Christine. Thank you, Miss P. You found me. It's kind of happy month anniversary to you all, really. I mean, as it was meant to be 30 days of 3 movement snacks. And I think come March, when it's 4 years, it's we're just going to carry on as per usual. We're not going to get the celebrities to come out. I'm not going to get Cher or Cyndi Lauper to come and sing live. I mean, if we were to, I don't know what celebrities that you might like us to try and get for our 4-year anniversary. I don't think Kate Bush would make it. Anyway, let's not go down that route. And there's another storm coming. Apparently her name is Isabel. No, it's Jay. We're on Jay. Is it Josephine or something like that? We're on Storm Josephine. Then my brain went storm names beginning with J, and the first word that came into my brain was jalapeno. Storm jalapeno. It's going to be a hot one. George Ezra would be nice. Chris, I can hear you saying that. George Ezra, he'd be nice. I can hear you saying that, Miss P. Cleves is in. Kelsey. It's 2 minutes past, so I better go on with it. Just to say, I'm in bare feet with a bit of tissue stuck to them. Not suggesting bare feet is for everyone. The right footage for you, please. Using the mobile phone as a mirror should be a no first thing in the morning for any of us. Yeah, I mean, look, I've got used to it. Oh dear, wonky glasses. Right, okay, here's the moves. I mean, you're here for the moves, not for all the preamble ramble. All right, there's definitely something going on with my glasses, look, because they won't bend over there. I think I need a trip to the repair shop. Again, another trip to the repair shop. Oh, goodness me. Okay, external support. Close by. Can you hear the rain? circulation boosting prompts. Have some support if you should like. Weight even across both feet. Extra lift and extend. All of these prompts will support even better movement and balance and enjoyment. Shoulders back and down, and off you go. Start steady, stay steady. I'm in bare feet because it's comfortable for me. Not suggesting it's comfortable for you. Wear the right stuff on your feet. Use the support if you should like. Keep the knees low. This is a couple of minutes of just shifting the weight, transferring the weight from one leg to the other. And in that, you're going to get a gradual lift in heart rate. You're boosting the circulation. You've got extra ankle, feet and toe movement going on. Try to drive this walking, this marching on the spot from the feet. And as and when you're ready, bring in the other moving parts. From the shoulder, the support might be to the front of you. All in together, arms and legs, or you might want to keep it as separate. Top end, steady, elbows tucked in. The key prompt here for the arm movement is that it's from the shoulder. That way you can get extra range here. Make sure that it's not just an elbowy up and downy. All that shoulder range is going to feel better, give you more benefits if you lift up a bit first, and then your shoulder blades will move more freely. Here's your seated prompts. Get rid of that. You might be in a chair of knee height. You might be in your sofa. Have a shift forward, hip walk forward. This gives you more leg room. I'm a little bit, let's do a little bit of that. My goodness me. Cameraman's a bit rubbish this morning. Extra lift, so active sit. You might want to start singles. What do I want to say? Not to underestimate movement in however short or brief it may be, to kind of come into active sit and active stand positions. Add some purposeful, targeted movement is all an investment in your moving parts and supporting parts. Why do we just expect the body to do stuff for us? So invest time in optimizing those positions to get the most from your movement. That's really what these prompts serve to do. If you go for the seated leg march, keep it low. It's not about lifting the knees high. It's about really just generating movement from the feet. Feeling you've boosted the blood flow. With that will come some deeper breaths, not out of breath or breathless, just that. Have a breath. And you might want to have a slump and a pause. Use the rests. The rests are as significant as the moving parts. All right, ready for the moves then. 9 key moves. All of these movements, all of these ranges of motion are in your day, without a doubt. Challenge me on that if you want to. Okay, ready? Extra lift and extend. So 3 movements from the top end, starting with a raise and a lower. Where do you want to put your hands? Wherever is comfortable. Might be here, might be down by the sides, might be on the thighs here. Control up and control the down. Don't go for the drop here. So what goes up with control comes down with control. Have a pause, have a switch off whenever you need, and then bring in even more movement there, the up, back and round. So adding in movement around the shoulder blades and upper back here. If you're in sit, you can slide the hands forward and back. If you're in stand, support if you'd like here. So establish the base and then go for the move. That's it, the end of that. 4 or 5 good ones. Your most fullest comfortable range of motion. DS is in. What's she saying? It's got lumps coming out my head today. 2 other moves at the top end. Head movements here. So have a pause. Upright sit or stand. That gets the shoulders, the shoulder blades in an even better position. And then go slow and return. What you might not be aware of is what's happening to the position of the chin. Next time you pass by a mirror, you might get a better indication to have a glance in a mirror. If the chin lifts or dips, that's that might be suggesting that you haven't quite got full comfortable range. So for the 4 or 5 that we do here in the movement snacks, you might want to put your back of the hand here, and that offers you a guide. You can feel what's going on with that chin position. Slow, all of this is slow, especially on the head movement. Not wanting to cause any discomfort with your vestibular or your vestibular blah blah, or your vision there. So slow is better, and that head turn is on top of an upright posture. Any neck movement, any head movement is going to be more comfortable in this upright position, if that's comfortable, of course. Movement is so individual, so there's no correct or incorrect. It's how good can it be for you? What's the best you can get from it from you? So I steer away from right, wrong, correct, incorrect. It's all on a scale of how much benefit do you want? And then you are in complete control. Third movement of the top end is this one. It's the wind your neck in, or the double chin win-win. We called it the double chin biscuit tin 4 years ago. There's too much biscuit consumption going on during those lockdown years. But it's so significant. That movement here is part and parcel of holding your head high on top of a most supportive posture position. Head is really heavy, so if it's forwards of the body, you're going to cause all kinds of discomfort around back of your neck. Is it someone's birthday? Is it Bolton? I can see a blurry Vivian. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, it's close to my mum's. My mum's is tomorrow. Need to get a card. Second round cert boost. Anyway, that's all the prompts for the top 3. Your shoulder raise and backward roll, head turns, head movements. Here now comes the second round of cert boost, exactly as it was in the first round. 15-20 seconds or so, generating additional blood flow, getting us ready for trunk moves. In sit, you might want to go for diagonal, bit of legs, just mix it all up. It's a flurry of movement, controlled and comfortable for you. Here now are the 3 trunk movements, all in your day. Sit, stand, or lying, actually, these ones. Active sit, anchor the buttocks. Make sure there's no drift, so 50-50 weight across your buttocks, bend and return. No head movement either, so the neck is still, the head is still. It's all coming from here, so the spine is bending, flexing to the side and returning back to base. Pause, pause, wait, wait, wait. Make it separate. Then you can really feel what's going on, the difference between your movement control left and right. Pause in the middle, re-establish balance or have a rest. So not to sway from left to right, that's different movement. Pause in the middle, switch off if you want to. Extend before you bend. And you shouldn't be feeling, I say you shouldn't, aim to not feel any weight shift across your buttocks. And that way you really are making the most of your bendy bits. In stand, you'll need to work a bit harder for balance, so take the legs wide or use some support. Bend and return. Wait, wait, wait. And off you go again. And pick a range of motion that's comfortable for you. It might be smaller, it might be bigger, and you might feel that you have different ranges on each side. So work over these days and months to see if you can get to the point where you're as comfortable on one side as you are on the other. Note there's no arms here, take them out of the equation or use them for external support. That's your bend. It goes without saying, this sideways bend is in all of your functional activities, just washing, dressing, picking stuff up, getting comfortable in bed, in chairs. They're fundamental, they're essential moves to get around your day. Here's your turn, you're turning. So in sit again, same prompts. Feet are anchored if they're involved. Anchor the buttocks, lift and extend before you turn. And return. Keep it small. Remove any momentum, no pace. It's your comfortable turn and return. Arms just come along for the journey, so they're not initiating any of the movement. You might just want to get them out the way around here, or just walk them around. So there's definitely no forcing or pulling or pushing. if your spine can't get there of its own accord, that's the range of motion you have. It's there and back, and it's the repetition, the continued return to rehearsing these movements, little bouts frequently across the day. In stand, same principles apply. Wide base for even better balance. Use the supports if you should like. Hands in contact, take the turn. No hips. If you feel some hip shifty going on, I suggest you reduce the range of motion and just explore, have a feel of your spine turning and rotating without any hip. Keep it small as you need it to be to maintain this movement. It's if you just think about the relatively simple things, washing, dressing, just turning to get your hands around there requires hips. Just walking also requires some trunk turn. Third movement of the top end is the back extension. If you're in stand, remove any balance challenge, shift the weight across the kind of the midfoot or the front of the foot, so to avoid any backward sway. And there's that bit. If you want to, you can put in a functional reach. Again, no head movement. There is no change in the direction of travel of your head. It's here. So avoid lifting the chin. You're not looking up to the sky. You're maintaining a comfortable position around the head and neck. All the movement is in here around the spine. That maybe a hand on the chest here, and it might be a small range of motion. It generally is, but a significant one in helping and aiding any activity that requires us to get hands above the head, for example, or if you even consider getting your hands behind the body, you're going to need a bit of that as well. 4 or 5, slow them right down, feel the whole range, and have a rest and release after. Those are your 3 key moves from the trunk: a bend, a turn, and extend. Third round of Cert Boost now, pick it up where you left off. Perhaps you might want to go slower and bigger. It's all about better, even better range of motion. So it's rarely about going faster. It's generally about going bigger and slower, actually, to further enhance range of motion. Same with the legs. The movement really focuses about here, the foot movement, not from the hips. You might want to bring it all together. And if you do go for the full leg march, keep the knees down. The toes barely come off the floor. Look. Same in stand. On the final flurry of Cert Boost, you might want to go for a wander. Maybe go and put the kettle on. If comfortable and it doesn't feel too complex, maybe take your march with a bit of sideways steps to get a different range of motion coming on here. Circulation boosting activities should feel comfortable, not too complex, where you can just move rhythmically, steadily, consistently. All right, ready for ankles, feet and toes. I'm in bare feet, not suggesting you are, just my comfort zone in the morning. Put in some toe scrunches and extend. So can you lift your toes from the floor? You might want some support in stand. You'll know, I'm not aiming for a wobble here. Remove any wobbles, use some support. So toes, the same in sit, scrunch and extend, or maybe some Mexican wave type moves. Try to get individual toes moving. You'll need these for all your standing activities and foot care activities. Then there's the foot movement itself. So shift the weight onto this leg nearest the support. Have a look down and have a feel what's going on. Plant the ball of the foot through the floor and practice and rehearse foot bend. And then to do the other foot, practice your foot bend. Really significant because it's how we walk. And if you are aiming for a comfortable, confident, longer stride, you're going to need that going on there. In sit also, rehearse it here. You'll get more bend for your buck if you bring your feet back a bit. More bend for your buck if you bring your feet back a bit. Look, you're creating even better angles to get that movement. And then there's the ankle movement itself. So in sit, have a hip walk back, all the way back. This means that your thigh is fully supported, foot low to floor, and there's your ankles. There's your ankles. Movement snacks, what are we on now? 18 minutes now. That's because I've over-egged it a bit. You can work through all of this stuff easily, 10, 12 minutes, couple of ranges of motion through all of these key joint actions in your day. Brackets, why wouldn't you? And of course there's the foot placement rehearsal in sits. So bringing those moves, applying them to the floor. Your ankle moves in stand, take up some support, position the foot, get yourself balanced. There you go, heel and toe. If you feel that your toe's sneaking behind, and if you feel like you're doing this, have a go at doing this. There you go. As I say, it's not about correct and incorrect. It's about how much benefit do you want. The more specific you are in these types of practice and skills, the better applied it is to your day. That's it. All right, so off you go with your day, folks. I clearly need to sort out what's going on with my glasses today, because there's a bit of a wonk going on. All over-egged and ready for my day. Over-egged, over-easy, under-over DS, isn't it? Maya, morning. Sandra, morning. Sandra's off to Zumba. Mum and Dad are having a new clutch on their car, so I'm taking Mum shopping this morning. Morning, Sue. Still over there, I think. What's going on today? I think you've got Kels for noon, and I'm back with you for 4. It might be a bit later. I've got a whole afternoon of work calls. I might have to shifty nudgy along the 4 p.m. to a different time this afternoon, but I will of course let you know. So happy 46th month anniversary, everyone. You know, to keep moving away, you've got to keep moving more frequently. That's it, folks. Brightened already. It's pouring with rain here. And go easy with Storm Josephine or Jellamine or Jemima, whatever her name is. I definitely think we should go for a storm called Jalapeno. Happy birthday, Bolton. Bye for now, folks.